there's a specific reason, specific goal for each post. And so the direction is intention. Bars. When adversity came, I could have fell apart, but I chose instead to follow my heart. When adversity comes, I will never run, I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. Vision. Hello everyone, welcome all to your one-stop shop for everything empowerment. I am your host, Tariq Williams, and not only I am Vision of Hope, but you know what it is, we are Vision of Hope. And as you can tell, the setup right now is a little bit different. Let me explain why. So we're creating the vision board for 2023, all right? I know some people, when they're going through vision boards, they will typically go through magazines and different things like that. But there's a specific reason why I want to be very detailed in this situation, and that'll be explained on the vision board today. It's one of the main categories I have. But I'm sitting in front of my laptop, and so just a quick little show you all. The laptop is no different than anybody else's laptop, but there's a software on it called JAWS, which I'm able to navigate the computer. So let's you all take a listen for a little bit.
Search box edit.
So search box edit, I'm gonna search for
Internet Explorer app. Press right to switch preview.
Internet Explorer.
Enter.
Hit enter.
Internet Explorer.
Internet Explorer.
Outlook, Office, Skype, Bing, breaking news, and latest.
All right, and then I can just navigate
MSN out. Unlabeled 0.
the computer
Relaxed. No. Open settings button.
and go through it. And so I'm not gonna bore you all with all that stuff. Maybe one day we'll put it in the story or in a reel or something or in a short. So you guys, maybe if you all are interested in that, let me know in the comments. But I got specific things in mind for my vision board. And I'm gonna go through exactly what is in my vision board for 2023. And I want you all to shoot me messages, comments, and I challenge you all to set up your vision board for 2023. So let me explain to you all some of the things I chose, why I chose them, and let's all create vision boards for 2023, and let's make our dreams happen. Here we go. And we're back to the usual setup. We're back. You're here for the content. Let's get into it. But first, let's talk about the importance of a vision board, right? Because right now we're creating those goals. We're putting forth some accountability for ourselves, right? I mean, the point of the vision board is you kind of put together the certain things you're trying to do, trying to create, what moving forward looks like, what those goals look like for the year. And you know what we do here. This isn't your first rodeo. Ultimately, our dreams, right? For me, when I'm creating this, I'm thinking a lot about professionally, what things look like for me. I'm thinking a lot about my thought process for certain things. And so the first thing that's really setting the tone for my board is when I was researching some pictures, came across like this street sign type of thing, and it's saying the word intention. And I loved it because I'm trying to be more intentional with the content that I'm putting out, trying to be more intentional with, just what I'm doing on a daily basis. The fact that I just don't want to post on social media and like maybe it's what I want, or just post just to post or whatever. I'm trying to make sure I'm more intentional. There's a specific reason, specific goal for each post. And so the direction is intention. Bars. Okay, so now the direction is intention. Now let's start getting into, after we've set the tone, let's see what we got next. So next on the vision board, the next one I want to comment on is I found I'm really trying to speak on growth. Not only for myself, even though this is about me and I'm trying to spread that empowerment to others, there's no doubt about it, but I really want to promote this growth process, right? And so in the vision board, I was coming across even what growth looks like, right? And the first thing I thought of was like a seed. And so you plant a seed and it grows, gets some vines, gets those roots. gets into like maybe a few twigs, smaller branch, and then eventually it grows to become a bigger tree, okay? And that's what we're trying to do throughout the entire year, planting not just one seed, but multiple seeds, okay? And then from there, really creating something special in a lot of different entities and ways. So a seed growing to a tree. And so we're popping up the pictures as we go. Now, when we're planting seeds, well, how are we doing that, right? What does putting in the work look like? Great question. So the next thing, something that I really want to be more intentional about is getting that knowledge, right? And for me, that comes in a few different ways. So first, books. I want to make sure that I'm taking the time to do some more reading, all right? Take in some more knowledge on a daily basis, make that time. And I do listen to podcasts and different things like that on a daily basis, but I specifically want to take in some more books. I got a few different titles that I'm looking at, trying to read and accomplish and try to gain some different things from those things. Things from those things, because I can't think of any other words than things, because shout out to my other English majors out here. We don't have much more. Anyways, books. All right. So let's get some more books out there. The other way is not exactly only about taking in information, but the other piece about it is embracing my authenticity, right? And so how I do that is being okay with thinking outside of the box. All right. And so this picture that's popping up on the screen, it's like a box, obviously, but there's nothing in the box. Okay. We don't, nothing in the box. All right. So you got some question marks out there. You got some gears turning. There's a brain in the center, and we're thinking outside the box. Obviously, it's that intentional piece. That's the direction that we're going for. But being okay, embracing your authenticity, embracing my authenticity, and being okay with thinking outside of the box. Now, as I continue to go through some of these different things, and I continue to talk about how I plan on growing as an individual, at the end of the day, those things don't necessarily happen or can happen if I don't continue to make my health a priority, right? So obviously, things I've talked about in the past, things I kind of already do consistently is going to the gym, all right? Those things I already do. But I want to make an intentional effort to make sure making sure I get myself checked and going to the doctor and everything like that, doing my checkups, blood work, different things like that. Because, hey, you know what they say? Health is wealth. So, making sure I take care of those appointments, everything like that. And that might not seem like a big thing, but once again, health is wealth. It's not something I've done a great job with recently. And so I want to make sure I go to the doctor and make sure that I do my checkups, blood work, all that good stuff. And so once I make sure my health and I'm taking in the content that I need in the foundation, I'm thinking about exactly what I want to create. And so when we're talking about those things that we create, right, and how I'm building my foundation to create them, one of the things I thought about is what do I see that happiness looking like? And I thought of being on the beach, okay? When everyone thinks of the idea of vacation, they think of beaches, right? And I like to think that if I'm at a place where I can take some vacations, relax on the beach, everything like that, making that time, that for me means that I'm at a place where I'm not only doing well for myself, but I'm able to give back to others, donate to more charities, and be able to give back in different ways. And I'm supporting my clients in a way that is sustainable and that makes them feel fulfilled. And then they're also getting that, right? You're also getting that, right? Now, with that being said, the beach, right? So that vacation. So when I think of the beach and those sunsets and those awesome moments and smelling the salt water, there's something about smelling actual salt water on a beach. I digress. But with that being said, that really means for me, I'm able to give back enjoy my time, and I'm supporting others in a way that's sustainable. And that's the dream, right? That is the dream. And so I'm doing that, but okay, Tariq, how am I doing that? And well, what does that look like? So there was a particular individual I was thinking about that really pops up a lot on shorts content and different things like that. And you all might know him as a famous NBA basketball player. But it's interesting. A lot of the shorts and things like that that come out about this individual aren't with him playing basketball. And I'm specifically thinking about Kobe Bryant. You know, if you're finding a lot of motivational content, I would bet that you are noticing and seeing Kobe Bryant in a lot of different places. And some of the different quotations that he states and talks about with his mentality and his mindset is all about what we are doing here on the channel. It's that growth. It's that not afraid of failure. It's that moving forward. And it's that just next steps, the dream, right? Appreciating the journey, loving the journey, appreciating the destination, and continuing to move forward and not stopping until you get to where you want to be. And I don't want to only have that mindset for me. I want to have that mindset for all of my clients and have that mindset for all of you listening. And that's why I have this picture up here of Kobe Bryant in a suit. Great basketball player, no doubt about it. But I really wanted to emphasize on that mentality piece. Now, next, I have another kind of sports related, but not exactly sports related. Because when we're talking about that foundation and what that looks like for my channel and for my brand, not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. Hit the like button if you already haven't. But anyways, so what that looks like is this shoe right here, this shoe. I don't know if anybody knows what this shoe is. Kind of like a high top kind of Nike shoe. This shoe is, the direction of all this intentional, right? There's a reason why we picked this particular shoe, and it's a Jordan. It's the first Air Jordan shoe. All right. And Michael Jordan was able to create a legacy, an amazing legacy with his shoe brand. All right. And now, listen, Michael Jordan hasn't been in the NBA for years now, right? But I guarantee you, everybody knows when the next Jordans are coming out. Like, it's a thing, all right? And so he's truly created an empire with his shoe brand, created a legacy with his shoe brand. And I'm not coming out with any sneakers. I'm sorry. I know you all. I know for those of you who know me, you know I like shoes. But there is no sneaker brand coming out. I apologize if that's what you thought, that there was gonna be a shoe. I apologize. There's no shoe. There's no sneaker. But the empire that's been created, that started from nothing when nobody was really doing that, right? The creation from years and years. Okay, I mean, nobody does more with shoes than Michael Jordan, okay? And where he came from to be able to have that is amazing. And so based upon the seeds that I'm planting, based upon the books that I'm reading, based upon that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality that we're presenting in our intentional content, we're trying to create an empire with We Are Vision of Hope. We're building, we're growing, we're not going anywhere, all right? And now, when we're thinking about that empire being built and what that looks like for my personal coaching programs, well, by the way, hit me up in the DMs for that empowerment, that conflict coaching. We got you. We can get through anything. But also, what we're talking about and what that even looks like for YouTube. We'll throw it up here. We're getting 20,000 subscribers in the year 2023. So roll with us or get rolled over because, One of the reasons why I really wanted to do all this, because my big thing is I really want to extend my reach. All of you listening right now know someone who needs to listen to this, and all of you out here know someone who needs to be creating their own vision board for what it looks like for them in 2023. And let's go on this journey together. So right now, we're continuing to build, and we're hitting that 20,000 subscribers in 2023. Let's get it. And when we're talking about extending our reach and moving forward, let's all create vision boards together. Tag me in them on Instagram. Tag me in them. I want to react to them. Let's talk about our journeys. Let's talk about our growth, because this isn't only about This is we are Vision of Hope. We know this already. We know, because here's the thing, all right? I is incomplete, but well, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, but anyways, let's just really be intentional with what we're doing in 2023. Let's look out for others. Let's be there for ourselves. Let's love each other. Let's love ourselves and show ourselves that we love ourselves, okay? And be there. Be present. Show up every day. Be intentional. And that's the message we're spreading here. Not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. And let's wrap this up by showing you all what this looks like with the ultimate final product, with what it looks like on the poster board. And this is a we thing, everybody. We are Vision of Hope. Have a good one.
When adversity came, I could have fell apart, but I chose instead to follow my heart. When adversity comes, I will never run. I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. Vision.